This week on Turd Talks.
Oh, you're
And
Canadian?
Yes.
Oh, that makes you cooler. Yeah, go that way
You're
filmed
going
it.
to Hollywood.
That's how like da 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 da.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you pull your underwear and then you just pull it like well, it's inside of like the zipper. Yeah. So I guess I saw an alien.
It's a very special episode because we have Miami New Times 2022 Best Comedian, Carlos Hernandez.
Oh, he took the Spanish route. I like
Yes.
it, dude.
Thank you for
very
being on
much,
Turd
brother.
Talks,
I
man.
appreciate you,
Yeah.
dude. Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
This is a nice little setup. It shows me that I'm paid too much in Miami. Like if whenever you tell me how much you pay here, I'm gonna be very upset. Is what I know. I know that for a fact already. In Naples, this is beautiful. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man. For sure.
So we just got back from Off the Hook,
Yes.
and your show was awesome.
Thank you.
It was
dude.
so good.
Thank
It
you
was
guys
so
for
much
coming.
fun.
That was way unexpected. Like I was going into it just because. Well, I mean, it's a Wednesday. It's Naples. It's like I know that like I'm not trying to be a
No, we know.
like talk crap
Oh,
about
no,
Naples, but like
it is what it
it's
is.
older people retired and dead. So it's just like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know what to expect. But then I got there and I felt love like right away, and we sold it out pretty much, and it was like packed as hell for a
Yeah.
Wednesday. So I was just super happy and the reception was great. I ended up doing like a little longer than an hour, which I didn't expect to do.
Nice,
And
nice.
I was sweaty as hell towards the end, and
Yeah.
I think everybody was too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It was fun though. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
was,
was
I
fun.
mean,
amazing.
this is kind of our new thing, is to go to the comedy club.
You go to the comedy club and then you like try, and then you grab the comic, and then you're like, "Hey, come over here. We have a podcast."
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I like it.
Exactly.
Sometimes it ends in like murder, and then other times it ends in just a podcast episode with a bio.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Well,
it.
you had a murderer
In a show,
in your show tonight. It
did.
seemed that guy,
it was a little creepier, right?
that doctor guy
it was more than creepy.
There was a couple things that he said that were actually a little concerning.
He was like, yeah, it was a dude. His name was, first of all, he went by Chris. And then after like 30 minutes, he was like, actually, it's Dr. Chris. And whenever a guy does that, and he just has to say like, his profession in a way that it's only two letters, it's like, it's never good. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like if
yeah.
he was like, no, it's Chris Esquire. You know what I mean? If he was a lawyer,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, relax. It would be like Doctor, your last name, not Dr. Chris.
Dude,
And he
Yes.
was like
Yeah,
a
what
young
is that?
guy, a young
What the
guy
fuck?
with a floppy haircut and a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you do that when you're a doctor when you're 50, he was like my age.
Yeah.
Out here, like just like, yeah, I'm Chris. No, and he was just spewing out his life story. I didn't really ask him much.
No,
and he just kind of gave
was
me
right
everything.
in it.
Yeah, he took
Yeah.
right over. It
I
was-
love when that happens at a show though. Like, and they're just they feel like they can just talk to you and like even like they'll go to therapy and be like, no, I can't tell you this, and they'll just tell you this in front of like 200, 300 people, just like and you're like, oh yeah, and then you got to deal with it.
This
Dude,
is
yeah.
the time.
Now you have to not
This
only
is
make
the
it
spot.
funny, but only not make it offensive, but only like try to still help him, but also not be a dick about it. It's just so
Yeah.
many layers. that
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
true.
But I love the challenge. I love having to have like a good time with that. That's
You
why I
had a
like
couple
I make it.
Good ones tonight. You had that other girl, that chick.
I mean,
She
you were
was saying-
matchmaking her with Dr.
Did you see
Chris.
that at the end though?
Yes.
They actually, we're talking. I saw it.
That was awesome.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
That's awesome. Like it was like a dude that was single. I normally don't do that. Like I'm not the type of guy that's like I'm gonna matchmake in the show. I definitely do crowd work and then I try to bring it all back at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was single and he was creepy and she was single and she was creepy, it was matchmaking creepy heaven.
It really was perfect.
And they really were like having a nice conversation.
They got their
It was-
numbers,
yeah.
right? I think they got the numbers at the end. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Oh, my
There's
girl got
live
her- my
footage of
girl
it
got a video of
happening.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
It's really
God.
funny.
That's incredible.
I'm
Dude.
putting my gum in this thing. real quick.
Success.
That's cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice.
It was
So
awesome.
what was it?
Chris, Dr.
Dr.
Chris.
Chris, the serial killer.
Yeah, but then there was also that guy, Jake, with
Whoa.
this girl. Was that weird though?
I gotta think.
Dude.
I came home and I said, "I'm sorry. I thought he was the serial killer."
100%. I
Like-
just kind of let him go. Notice how I kind of like stopped on him a little bit because I was fully afraid for a second.
Yeah.
ooh.
You could
Like,
feel
Chris had autism, but this guy was just fully.
I was
Yeah,
so.
yeah, this
it
guy-
was just like, like it was psychiatric help. he
Dude,
needed.
yeah, and then I wanted, as a girl, I wanted to be like, "Hey, you,
You shouldn't do
probably
this."
shouldn't talk to this guy anymore."
She's
Yeah,
like, we only
not
been there
the
for a
one.
month. I fully meant it. I normally say that whole like blink twice if you're okay thing, and I fully meant it this time.
Yes,
Right.
Because
yeah.
the way that he was looking was like another couple out. It was just like, I don't know. His energy was just
I
off.
kept kind of looking over and I felt uncomfortable
Yeah, man.
Just his energy.
It was
just
his whole
seemed-
energy. He was just staring like this, and then he was like,
Yeah.
his eyes were darting everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like it when someone's eyes like don't look at you. I always had a thing like I had an uncle that would. It was my mom's cousin that he would never look at the kid's eyes, and he would like he would talk to you as like a kid, and then he would look at the parent and be like let's say I would like be like, oh yeah, can I have a soda? And then he'd look at my mom and be like, you know, you can't have a soda, and he'll like look at, but like just tell me, bro.
That's not a good sign.
I can't trust
yeah.
a person
Can't
like
look
that.
in the
That's
eye.
funny.
Yeah,
That's
and we all
funny.
think he's gay, but he's still married and has kids. So like that's the whole thing. It doesn't matter. Like no, there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's just.
But it's
funny.
just like he's just like someone you can't trust.
No, the vibes were so off. They were.
They were off with that guy.
Yeah,
and
very
then he just kept like at the end though they were very sweet to me. They were like, "Oh, thank you so much. That was such a great time." And I was
Huh.
like, "Huh? Were you playing a character? Like, are you cool, or this is like the American Psycho type of thing you do?"
I'm like shocked to hear it. Honestly,
It was so. I don't know, guys like that. I can't.
it was freaking me out, and I was far across the room. I was like, "Oh, get me out of here!"
Yeah, 'cause he was wearing that white shirt, just white. Whenever you wear just white and you're like eating, oof. And he had no
point.
stains, bro. Oh no, no.
And he was an
stains.
aerospace engineer.
An aerospace engineer, and then he like had to make sure to
Creepy.
say
White shirt.
white
creepy.
shirt, creepy aerospace
Darting
engineer.
eyes.
He was an astronaut.
Creepy,
No,
yeah.
kidding.
Was he an alien though?
Maybe
Is
it was that.
what's going on
Maybe
here?
that's what it was.
'Cause
Yeah.
that
Maybe he's
was
gonna be the the next.
non-human biologic, right?
That's right. That's what I think so. Or maybe he's the 26th astronaut. That was. Oh, that's what it was. He came up to me. He was like, "You know, I'm actually from Columbus, Ohio."
No.
I swear to God. He
Okay,
that's what it was, man.
okay,
He
that's
came up to me.
amazing.
I was like, "What was the thing that guy told me?" He was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm actually from Columbus, Ohio." And I was like, "What, dude?"
So tell your statistic
hilarious.
again about Columbus, Ohio.
I honestly would love to show that because people don't believe that.
Please
I haven't
share
made a
it.
clip about it, and I was gonna make a clip because of the whole like
Yeah.
I added the whole submarine thing.
Yeah.
Too late after the story was like popular, but it still works just because it's such a big story.
yeah.
And
For sure.
And but it is actually true, dude. Because I was stuck. I did Don't Tell Comedy in Chicago. I'm sorry, in Columbus, Ohio, and then I did some other shows at Funny Bone over there. And I did. We did like 4 days of shows.
Yeah.
And every single night I fully was trying to do things. Like I was like, where do we hang out? Like what's I want to see things. I want to do things.
Yeah.
There fully was nothing to do. Like I stayed at an Airbnb in Ohio that literally was the biggest house I've ever stayed at. And it was just such a bunch of nothing. Like they literally had a merch table in the Airbnb selling merch for Ohio, which
Wow.
I mean, what?
That's like some Texas shit,
That's
honestly.
I don't even know what that is. Like I was like,
Yeah.
and then it just said Ohio all over the place. That like I was like, what the?
That's
It was
crazy.
such a weird thing. Like it's like nothing. There was so little to do that it was like, oh, let's all partake in America's favorite pastime. You know, capitalism. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
literally
Sell shit.
what it was. And then I was like, what else? I just wanted to be in with the people, and they were like. I was like, let me look things up because I never been here and I want to make myself a little bit like familiar with it. Like with Naples, like I always try to like look something wherever I
Old.
go.
Yeah.
Old.
Oh, that's really the only thing about you guys.
Rich,
here. But at
white.
least there's people that live here and do things. Like even the old people are still like, you know, like they're like drinking and fucking. So it's fun, you know?
Yeah, that's
But those
true.
guys, I don't know what they're doing.
True.
So I was like, what's up with the city? Looked it up and it was like that what I said. It was like it's 20, I think it's either 25 or 26 out of 32 United States astronauts are from not only Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Specifically
From there that have actually gone to space. Like
No.
I know, dude. It's insane.
so sus to me.
It's
Do you
so
know what I
sus.
mean?
So I'm like, what's
fucking
up with
weird.
that, bro?
Yeah.
And then like I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I said that organically at the last show. At the last show that I was doing in Ohio, I was like, I said the fact, and I didn't really know where I was going with the joke because I was doing a longer set that day, and I just paused, and they
Yeah.
were all kind of like, ha 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 ha, and then I just paused, and I was like, how shitty does your city have to be? And then it just broke them so hard, and then I've done it like that every time, and then I added the whole thing about like, you know, the whole submarine thing of like how far, you know, and it connects with, obviously that one's not true. That's just like an added thing that
It's
I do
perfect.
to another statistic.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just like how many, like they don't even have diversity in space. It's crazy. No offense to you
Dude, no.
white people, but it's all good. I'm kidding. But yeah,
Good
dude,
here.
that's the fact. That's the fact that and then the fact that he told me that, I was like, if you would have said that, I would have allowed you to just fully heckle me and come on stage and said that, because I would have made the show. The show was already great.
Yeah.
That would have made the show ultimate. Like
Yeah.
have a standing ovation of
Yeah.
everything.
It
Because
really was.
he was an aerospace engineer from Columbus, Ohio. So
Like,
it's like,
shut the fuck up.
The
Yeah.
It was,
27th
couldn't
one.
have been more perfect.
Yeah.
Setup.
It was so good, man. It was crazy.
Come
Yeah.
on, Jake, pull through next time,
Well, there
man.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, yeah, with 3 Ks.
Yeah.
The way he said it, man, he was out
Yeah.
here. It was,
With the eyes.
it's Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
Just
what it
so
was.
kind of angry. It was weird.
I don't know that. Is Naples like where you guys were born, or did you guys move from somewhere?
So I'm a weirdo. Never someone is born here, but I was born here.
Okay.
It's so rare for someone
very
to actually be
rare.
born.
And you
Yeah.
stayed here the whole time.
Yeah.
It's okay.
unfortunately, I know.
I mean, I've been in Miami. She's been in Miami the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
I've
you
been in
get
Miami
it.
most time.
South Florida people, we've seen
it's
it grow. It's
So
yeah.
your family's from here.
No, they
Oh.
were all from different places.
Okay.
My mom's from Texas. My dad was from Massachusetts.
And then why was Naples so like specifically the?
You know what's weird? My parents opened the Home Depot, the first Home Depot here in Naples.
That is so random.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they fell in love. My mom was like the head cashier. My dad was like the head plumber. And I
Wow.
was like almost born in the Home Depot during like Hurricane Andrew. Like it's like crazy
Yeah,
shit.
talk
That's
about
some
clean up on
Florida
now
shit.
7.
Yeah,
bro.
no
That's-
kidding.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
Dude.
What about you, babe?
Are you also like born here?
No, I was born in Toronto.
Oh, you're
and I
Canadian?
moved- yes.
Oh, that makes you cooler. Nice.
Yeah, he's not just your average white guy,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that. No, Canadian
Jewish-
white guys are different.
It is.
You're Jewish Canadian?
Yes.
That's it. You're Drake.
Yep.
You're the white Drake. I love it.
You see what I was looking for?
I get it. You did. You found it.
Yeah.
Good
But,
stuff, man.
but I moved here when I was young, so I'm pretty.
To
full-
Naples.
Yeah.
And you're from Toronto, you said?
Yeah.
Damn, so you're used to big city, and this is definitely still like.
It was. My parents are pot smoking socialist Canadians, and then we moved here.
Oh my God, like fully like
so
far right.
so confusing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it was like living
Yeah.
a double life almost.
Damn, dude. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, now you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But-
There's cool facts about this place, though. I found
Yeah.
out that the number one Ritz Carlton is in Naples. I didn't know that.
She used to work there.
I worked there.
Really?
And
Yeah.
so did Dennis.
That's why I was saying
Yeah.
the manager of the club. That's
Yeah.
what he was telling
Yep.
me.
So we actually are one of the few cities in the whole world that has 2 Ritz-Carltons just in the city. Like Germany, I think only still has 1 Ritz-Carlton in the whole country.
Wow.
And we have 2 just in Naples. There's a golf resort and then a beach resort.
Wow.
Yeah. It's-
That's
and
and,
the
they're
people-
opening a residences. Didn't you
Oh
see that?
yeah, houses. And the people that come here constantly, you would not believe. I don't even care. I'll tell
Like
you.
celebrities?
I met Bill Clinton at work one day.
Dude, a lot of people don't like saying that.
No, but I don't
okay.
care. I'll fucking say it. I know.
Okay. You met Bill Clinton at work, just But what did you do there?
I was in the restaurants, so he came
You
to
were
eat.
a server, host?
I was a host at
You're
the time,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay, so you're the first person of service that he saw.
Right.
And he
And
came up
he-
to her and he said, "This is the best branzina I ever had."
No shit, dude.
No.
And he was
Good
like-
one, by the way.
He was
That was
like,
a good impression.
I'm Bill Clinton. It's not like he went and
He
shook
said,
my
"I'm Bill
hand.
Clinton?"
Yes, and I was like, holy,
sus.
what the
Yeah,
fuck do I
that's
say right
funny.
now? Do you know what I mean? And but he
That's-
shook my hand before he went to go use the bathroom.
Wow. Before.
Yeah, before.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
If he, it's like a little after. I don't know what's worse,
Bill
though.
Clinton.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, before or after the bathroom use.
It was weird because we heard Hillary was there. She was just like in hiding.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Yeah, I'm sure he keeps her in hiding. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna bring her a doggy bag up to the room.
I know, it's so weird, dude.
That's
But constant celebrities, like you wouldn't
Yeah.
believe
Have
the
the
amount of
Kardashians stayed there?
probably, but I don't know of that like myself.
It's
They
such
usually
a-
book under a false name.
Yep.
And they
That's
make it
true.
all
That's
secret.
true. That
and
makes sense.
Yeah.
I say that just because it's like Miami's such a different like type of thing than Naples that like I feel like going to like I don't know if you go to Florida and you're not like if you're from California or you're from New York or you're from any other state, if you go to Florida, you'll go to Miami or Orlando or Tampa
Yeah.
or whatever. Not even Tampa, just Miami or Orlando.
Yeah.
And then like Naples is such a specific thing, but I didn't realize how like many rich people live here, I guess.
I think
it's
it's
a
also
secret.
because most rich people will not be noticed here
Right. It's just very like chill.
because the old
It's-
people
Yeah.
don't know who the fuck you are.
That's a good point.
You know,
My
And
you're
it's
just
chill,
another
Yeah.
dude. You know, they don't
Like
know.
even this, I mean, this garage, this house, it's very. This would be like $2 million in Miami,
Wow.
or
oh my god.
or more. I don't even know. This is awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank
for real.
you, thank you.
Best thing that ever happened to you, bro.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. We bought it right before
Yes.
2019.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Also, right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And before everything went like
All
crazy.
the way up.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yep.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
very lucky.
That
with
was like
this
the
place.
last good thing that happened, huh? That was,
That was the last good thing that happened in this house.
just
Was that
joking.
4 years ago?
yeah, right?
Yeah.
No.
That's awesome. Did
Yeah.
you guys meet here in Naples? I assume you guys,
We
because you guys
did,
were
yeah.
living here.
Yeah.
We actually met on Tinder.
No, you did not.
Yeah, we're a tender love story.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years later.
You met on Tinder?
Yeah.
Who swiped right first?
I don't know.
It probably would have been me. Or no, you would have done
Actually,
it first.
does
'cause
that
then-
work on Tinder like that? I don't know. I guess it just
I
says you
don't-
swipe right and no one would know.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Because you kind of just get
You just
notification. Oh, wow,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Nice. And how many dates did you go on? Wait, what did you ask? You have 24 hours. That's true. So
Oh.
you saw it and you're like, all right, I'll go.
I mean, yeah, and we had talked, I guess, for a few days, like over like messages and stuff, and had fun. And then
Yep.
I don't know, he like he was like, "Hey, do you want to come to my house?"
That was not your first date.
It was.
Yep.
Dude, what's up with that? That's giving.
I don't. To be fair,
But
I
you
don't
did-
drink.
hold on.
I don't drink. So, and there's nothing to do in Naples.
That's fair.
So,
And did you live here? Well, no, because you bought this with her, right? Or you
it
had
was a
already bought-
different house.
Different
It
house.
was a different house. It was
Yeah.
not as nice.
Not,
Yes.
Yeah.
Not as
Okay.
nice.
So when you
Still a nice house.
honestly, but that is your decision, though. I must say that you went anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I knew that he like smoked weed and stuff. So we're like, okay, let's just go.
So you're like, yeah,
share
people
a
that smoke weed don't
joint.
really
We'll,
kill
like-
people.
Yeah, that was at least my hope.
Statistically,
Yeah. And so I sent my friend the location. I was like, here's where I'm gonna be.
Okay.
Like, watch my every move. I guess you know.
Did you do that? Was that your move? Like, yo, come to the house? No, I mean, you
No,
obviously
no,
know that
yeah,
he was on
I
Tinder.
know.
So.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. To be
But
honest.
did you
I
really?
was just like,
So hold on. What was,
I guess
how
this
did
is the
he
next
get you
thing
come
to
his house
say.
in a way that wasn't creepy?
Because now this is what's so funny. He was like, my friend will be here, and
Hold
it
on,
was a
though.
male friend.
That's even weirder.
I
though.
know, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you gotta understand, I was in a really tough spot.
I was so bad.
This is how.
And mentally, that I would have gone to anyone's
This-
house. As long as there was another man there for surveillance.
Okay.
That's how I made it not creepy. I was like, me
By
and
bringing
my buddy are
another
just hanging
dude.
out. If you want to come by, type, we're just chilling type of
It
thing.
sounds so bad.
You know what? That is some Canadian shit, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like that's very.
I-
Come on
Canadian
over, eh?
hospitality.
Come on
type of-
over.
Come on over. Eh?
it is my biggest nightmare for us to like get married one day, and for me to have to share
What
this
does that
story.
stop there?
I know, I was like-
nightmare for us to get married.
I know. I know.
Hello. No. If your biggest answer, and then what?
And we have to like talk about this and be like,
No, but this is beautiful. Great story. No, because
This
when
is
it
the modern-
when it works out, it's great. Like we met at a bar, literally.
I
And
love that,
She
yeah.
came up to me and she was a fan, not even joking. So,
awesome. Yeah.
Hey, listen, it could work.
it
you
works
know?
out.
Those type of stories are like, oh, it's sweet. Those are the best ones, I think. So
We considered
cool.
lying to people and
Coming up with this story.
Did you
yeah.
ever?
the
No,
truth.
you tell them the truth.
yeah, it's on.
So you went over and what happened?
So I see the two guys there, and then one of them had a dog.
Did you know who was, or like your boy looks different from you?
No, very
Yeah.
different.
Okay,
so that
all right,
was
all right.
yeah, and
Sometimes dudes just look the same if you think about it.
At the time, I had long, flowy,
curly
You
hair.
gotta
I
differentiate.
had the man
yourself.
bun.
Yeah,
And now, what's your barber's number? I'm kidding.
truly.
That's good. Good shit.
I don't know. It was just really funny the way it went down. I
Yeah.
You didn't stay the night.
no,
Okay,
not
yeah.
the first night.
It's like my buddy's in the. he's,
No, I-
he's sleeping on the floor. If you want to just.
Oh my god.
My buddy started to get weird. He was drinking too much, so I
Whoa.
I gave him the eye, like, get the fuck out of here.
Your buddy started
Time-
drinking too much. Like what? Like
he was talking too much.
He was just,
kind of fucking it up.
I don't know if you've seen the
But
podcast.
also think about that. Think about this. Oh, it was your buddy that's
my
here.
co-host.
Oh, that's even fucking better.
I know,
Yeah.
and what's even
Have
crazier?
you guys done the podcast, the three of you, before?
No, I don't think so.
You should. That's great. The
Yeah.
fact that it was the three of you and that's how it started.
Yeah.
No, he
Guys.
would taint it. He would ruin it. He would ruin the memory.
That is so funny. Oh my
It
god.
is.
Yeah.
It really is. It was a good time.
That's
Yeah.
incredible, guys.
Yeah.
I know.
I know this podcast is about me, but this is about you.
Now, yeah, which you're interviewing us now.
I really love that because
So-
I don't know. That's great.
Yeah,
Thank
it's,
The
you.
fact that it worked. That is working.
Right?
out. When was this?
2017.
Oh, so it's been a little while already.
Long time. Yeah.
And then what was the second date? Her place?
no, because I was living with my parents.
Your
at the
buddy's
time.
place.
No, not
oh,
going
you
over
know what
my-
it was? I got a blow up hot tub.
Yes.
Stop this.
I got a blow up hot tub.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to come over and check out this hot tub.
That was your
It's
second date?
Sick.
Yeah.
Only a certain number of guys can get away with that. And honestly, I think I might be one of those guys that could get away with that. So I think would you think I could get away with that if I would have asked you that? Oh yeah. I think so.
Chicks love hot tubs.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Come
I like
on.
that.
Love it.
What if you said my buddy's still here though? If you
We're both in the hot tub.
it's not creepy, dude. It's sick. He's wearing Speedos.
Oh shit! I love the stories of your dad and the
Those
Speedo
are all
with the
true, by the
AC,
way.
dude. Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
Sometimes I feel like my whole thing is just about my father, but it's she
I love
knows
it.
my dad. Like
He's a
he
great
is-
character.
It's the best.
Amazing.
I love that guy. He makes me laugh like crazy. And he doesn't even realize that he's funny, which is the best part.
Yeah.
Like my dad, I don't even add this to a part of the joke, but like, my dad literally has fallen from the roof. In the sense of not fallen from the roof, but like fallen through the roof because he was painting the basement literally. So that's a real thing. And like he just fell, and I was showering, and I came out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It just and there's a hole the size of my dad in the top of the ceiling.
Oh my god.
So that's how like weird he is. Like who the
Dude.
fuck is doing shit like that?
So
Yeah.
my dad is 76,
Oh wow.
and he still wears like whitey tighty underwear all around the house.
Yep.
Exactly.
And
With anyone
he's a
there.
violinist, so he goes around playing the violin in his underwear.
That's better
and
than
he just
mine. That's great.
that's just my dad. And when people come by, I just have to be like,
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
he doesn't
he's-
do it like as often the Speedo thing. He does it when he knows like when she's around or like there's people he'll be fine. He's still just like 67, so it's different. But,
Yeah.
wait 10 more years.
Oh, I cannot wait, dude. It's just gonna get better.
Yeah.
But once she reaches 81, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, dude, he's the best. I love him. He's
Was
awesome.
he always supportive of your comedy career? You pursuing comedy?
Yeah, my dad definitely was always just like, my dad never kind of like had like a lot of people always think that Hispanic parents are like, no, you got to stick to this and do that. My parents were never like that.
Like Jewish parents?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
Jewish people and Hispanic people are very similar in that
Yeah.
sense. Like,
Yeah.
you move out when you're 27, etc.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you, like I started doing improv before I ever did stand up.
Uh-huh.
And then through improv, I kind of started, like I found stand up, etc. But when I first started improv, I was like 21, 22. And I went like kind of all in for it. I started like teaching classes. I was like directing. I was in shows all the time. And improv is different than stand up the way that it's like a group effort. Like,
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
You can't say no, right?
Can't say no.
That's the rule.
That is true. You
Yep.
can't say no, and it's yes and or whatever. It's the whole
Yes
thing.
and, yeah.
But I did that, and the first time I did that, there's like your class level 1 show, like which is like after 7 weeks you do your show. There's 5 levels of classes in the school that I went to, whatever. And then I did the show. I mean, I was probably terrible, but my parents were so like proud of me from
Nice.
doing just like 2 scenes, which there's like 20 people in the class. It's really nothing that you're doing if you really think about it.
Right.
And they were just like, they saw how happy it made me, and that like it was like kind of like what I always wanted to do in some way, shape, or form, but you never really know how to define that, until you really find it.
Yeah.
And then they were just super supportive from the get, and they know like that's what I do now, and like I was able to quit my job, and they were like obviously scared when I quit like my day job or whatever, but they know that like now I get to come to Naples, make money, and make people
Yeah,
laugh. So
yeah.
it's cool stuff.
Very
So
cool.
They're supportive about it. They're
That's
supportive
awesome.
about it for sure.
That is so cool.
They hate it when I ask them for money. No, I'm kidding, but no, I never do that. But it's cool. They're awesome.
Nice. Do you have a pre-show kind of warm-up that you do to get pumped up and like get yourself in the mindset of...
Yeah, well, I usually try to like I'll usually listen to like my last set like on my way to the show. Like I'll listen to like some things that I know that I like. For example, like I did a lot of shit that I don't normally do tonight. Like this whole stuff about like soup on the table, like eating lunch at like Olive Garden or whatever. Like that's literally a brand new joke that I said for the first time yesterday, and it worked out really well. So I was like, I want to say that again, and I want to do it a little different. And I'll just like go into that. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But we listen to it like an hour before the show. But then after that, I won't think about my set. I'll just let it be what it be. And because I was doing an hour, I'll have like the little notebook thing out that I'll just have like a little like pointers. It's not really the jokes. It's just little pointers.
bullets, yeah.
Exactly. And then I'll go through it that way. But when it comes to like me preparing and me like getting in the zone for it, I like to just kind of be alone, like in the green room, like concentrated, chilling. I'll drink water, be like on my phone, maybe listening to music, and then go into it, be pumped. And then right before I go on, I like to be there for like the last 2 minutes, like whether the last performer is watching. Like I'll either if I can watch the performer, I'll like see their last minute, and then I'll go back and just like get in there.
So no, like Eye of the Tiger.
None of that. If anything, I'll like look in the mirror to make sure that I'm looking presentable.
Yeah,
Because I know I'm gonna look like shit towards the end of my set because of how sweaty I'm gonna get.
Right.
So then I'll just like go and I make sure I'm good. Ready. I look at myself. We're good, and then we're good to go. Yeah, and then the dancing thing happens. That's like the pre-show happens.
Yeah,
in the middle of
that's
the show.
cool. That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. So that dancing stuff happens. You see it happen if you think
Yeah.
about it. That's the war.
So I saw that you were on American Idol.
Yeah. That's a good segue.
That was hilarious. What
really
what
was.
inspired you to go on there?
Being bored in the pandemic, honestly, that was really the main thing.
Boredom.
Hell yeah.
I was doing nothing for like none of us were doing
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I'm like I was the only one not doing anything, and I had a boy that was a producer for the show. He had just gotten the job as a casting producer, which is like a weird thing to be like a reality show casting producer because obviously it's reality. It's not like you're casting actors per se. And he was like, "Hey, they're specifically want me to cast like people that are bad."
Yeah.
Like they want me to cast like those people that like they'll put in between that like are not good.
Yeah.
Like William Hung from like season 1,
love
like
it. Yeah.
all those people that are like. And then he was like, "What do you think you can do that like could be funny? Like and I'll like bring you on and like we'll hire you in the sense that like you'll like kind of like will be
Okay.
like a prank
Yeah.
for the judges. Like they will know about it." And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And that's how he sold it, right? That's how he told me about it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, cool. Let me think about it. And I had done this character while doing improv and sketch comedy. That was the character you saw, Yuri's Bell, which is like just like a more Cuban version of myself. Like how, like I have Cuban like uncle cousins that kind of act that way, and I've seen it in other families. And I'm like, I just played that character when I was on stage a lot, apart from other characters. And I was like, maybe this could work if I like play like just this. Like I'm pretty sure no one that's ever been like this has gone on an Idol. So like, what if I did this and like
Yes.
this was this person?
Yeah.
And I was like, what song would I sing? Because I can't be like, at the time, Bad Bunny wasn't as popping. Like it's crazy to say that
Right.
because
That's
Bad Bunny's
yeah.
the number one artist in the world, but
Right.
Bad Bunny wasn't as popping, even though I was a huge fan. And if it was up to me, I would have done like a Bad Bunny song or something like that.
Yeah.
But it had to be like Pitbull because Pitbull's so like universal, Mr. Worldwide,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
That I was like, this has to be the guy.
Hell yeah.
So then I basically auditioned for him. He put me like I did a Zoom thing for him. I was in character the whole time, and he was like, "This is fucking great." And then he put me in the Zoom room the day after with all of the executive producers, like basically skipping steps because it's the pandemic. So that's how they did the auditions at the time.
Right.
5,000 people audition type of thing, like during the pandemic season, because it was just anybody could do it if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So did it, audition, did the whole thing. And then afterwards, right before I go in the Zoom room, he's like, "By the way, no one knows that you're a character. I just sold you as the guy. This is who you are.
That's amazing.
It's not a paid thing. You're just going to go and we're going to sell this and we're going to fucking make TV history. I hope you know that." I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then I
Yes.
just put myself, and I was in the garage, in my parents' garage. And I had my dog with me. I'm like, it'll be funny if like my dog is just there and like with a bunch of boxes. Like,
Yes.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just like in my parents' garage. My dog is there, and I'm just like, I'm talking to them. I'm like kind of roasting them a little bit. Like I'm like, "Oh, you look like this." Like I'm like just like in character the whole time. I start like singing song. They're like, "Oh, what song do you want to sing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sing Fireball by Pitbull." And then like I go into it, all of it. Da, da, da. But I even sing the thing, like I sing the beats, like da 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 da. da.
Yeah.
But I didn't even realize how funny that was.
So
I was just
good,
like,
yeah.
I just let the character kind of do its thing because I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna just fully let this character live.
That's-
And I like grabbed my dog. I started dancing with her, and like it was a whole thing. And then they just were like, "We love it. We want to send you to the show. Like you're gonna go to I think it was San Diego that we.
You're
filmed
going
it.
to Hollywood.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Hollywood yet. It was like the first time that you're like go to the judges.
Yeah.
But because of the pandemic, like there was obviously like steps that were skipped, but it was still just the first round per se. So the audition round is what they call it. So I go to San Diego. I'm in San Diego with like everybody that they accepted for that specific region
Yeah.
because they had like 4 different ones that year. Like it was like they were in San Diego and other parts of the country, and then they send the specific groups to different ones. I go in, and they're like, "You're gonna audition in front of like Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, all these guys."
Oh
Which
my-
judge
No
were you
one-
most excited about?
honestly Katy Perry because I know her the most.
Yeah.
But I knew that I was gonna like vibe with the other two. I just knew, like, I knew I was gonna make those guys
They
like
loved it. Yeah,
laugh.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I knew that I
Yeah.
could like mess with those type of people. I was just talking about this with Dennis. Like I love like rich dudes that have money and they feel like no one can talk to them. I usually become friends with those people because I kind of just like not
it-
roast them, but like
riff a
screw
little.
with them and
Yeah,
like have
give
fun
it
with
to
because
them a
some people are
little,
scared to talk
yeah.
to some people, and I never have been. So that's how I saw those guys. And
Yeah.
then Katie, I was like kind of excited because I was like, it's Katy Perry, like that's someone you actually like have been listening to.
Yeah.
whatever.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Katy Perry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, no, I mean, obviously Lionel and Luke, if you're watching,
Yes.
love you guys, but
It did look like Luke. He like jumped over the table.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
He was like doing some dance moves.
He was
looked like
fully
he
into
threw his
it.
back out.
yeah, I mean,
You
I
got-
think
yeah.
he was playing it for TV,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, he threw his back out. It was crazy.
It was wow.
exclusive information.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I go in there and I'm like, the guy right before I go on, the main producer, executive producer, is like, you better give it your all. He says something like, you better give it your all right now. You're about to make TV history. Literally, the executive producer, right about 3, 2, 1, boom, sends me to Ryan. Hey, Yudis Bell, how you doing? Hey, what's up? And I just start fully like immersed in the character. Then Ryan's like, all right, you ready? He opens the door. I go in there and I immediately I'm like, hey, que hola, mi gente. Like if I'm like walking into like like my uncle's house.
Yeah.
And then I just made it seem, and I was in that room
That's
for
so
like
fun.
30, 40 minutes. They only show like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Because I was just kind of like riffing with them
full
for the
character
first 20.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the longest that anybody's ever been in that room, supposedly.
Wow.
It's the longest audition that they've ran. Like my audition was, I think, 10 to 12 minutes, at least in that season. And the guy that won my season, Chase Beckham, shout out to him. I'm actually like friends with him as Carlos, not just Judy's Bell.
Yeah, yeah.
Because afterwards, like I became friends with the people.
Yeah.
But his audition was only 7 minutes, and we like joke about it.
Dude, what?
But obviously he won and got way more freaking thing. But like it's
Still.
just funny.
Like
That
you were in there.
That's
for
I was
like
in
hilarious.
there,
half
and they
an hour.
sent me to Hollywood, which was crazy.
That's
Like,
so cool.
That was
So
the
cool.
silliest part.
What a
Yeah.
cool story, man.
It's definitely the silliest thing I've ever done with the most views I've ever done for sure.
Yeah.
How much fun. I love it.
Yeah, that's always nutty. I was actually gonna tell the story tonight, but I fully just immersed into something else. So
You were in the soup.
I was in the soup. I was soup for
You
the
were
table.
deep
baby.
in the soup.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw that you also interviewed DJ Khaled.
Oh man.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? That just kind of happened because of like Kismet. I think we've been like manifesting it ironically.
Was it right place, right time kind
Kind
of
of,
thing?
because like we've been trying to get Khaled, because I do stuff with Only in Date, and that page is like
Yeah.
because of that I've been able to interview a lot of cool people like Rosalia, David Beckham, who else? Justin Quiles, DJ Khaled, huh?
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
crazy.
wow,
I got to
yeah.
interview them right at the peak of their fame before they were doing like incest. And that was cool, but
Holy
that's
shit.
so weird. Have you seen that? That's so
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, dude.
But anyway, yeah. So Khaled, we were gonna go to he had a golf tournament in Miami because now he's into like let's go golfing.
Let's
like
go golfing.
just
I'm
the
a
best.
huge. I love golf.
Oh really?
I'm a
Well,
big
he's
golfer,
like,
so-
he had a tournament with like the We the Best golfing tournament in Miami, the biggest golf like thing in Miami apart from like, I think it's that one and the Trump one, like Miami Beach
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
And man, he crushed it, and we were invited to go, and then he didn't give us the interview that day, but we were there like kind of covering like B-roll and stuff, and then he had his opening for his shoe store. And then he invited us, and then he knew who he only invited like us and like 2 other like media company things. And we went, and he took us to his office, and we interviewed him for like 15 minutes. But honestly, he just really talked and said the same few words for the same 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was incredible, dude. That guy's energy, like he's fully, I don't know if it's a character per se, but he's fully someone that's like aware that he's being what he's being, and he's not like
Right.
a weirdo type of person. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
people are just like kind of weird, and you're like, oh, this guy doesn't even realize he's weird. He knows what he's doing, but he's just he's dope about it. His energy's cool. He was
Nice.
That
another
is
one.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it can be disappointing sometimes. You meet somebody that
Yeah.
you've been,
Yeah,
and they're
that
like,
happens.
"Ah,
but
shit."
but he was dope. I like him. I like him
Cool.
a lot. Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I have another video dropping with him pretty soon, like from that interview.
Oh, nice. That's
Really?
exciting.
Well, look
Yeah,
forward
I
to
asked
seeing
him
that.
because he says what is it? They don't want us to win. They don't want us to.
Yeah.
I asked him who's they.
That's a great question.
great question.
A great answer. You'll see. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so
forward
fucking
to that.
excited.
Hell
It was
yeah.
like a minute long, and I had to chop it from like 3 minutes. The answer that he gave me. He
Wow.
just wouldn't stop talking. It was great.
I have a feeling that's gonna be a good video
I
for
hope
you.
so.
Oh
I
my
hope so.
god,
Yeah.
that's huge.
It's dropping pretty soon.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's really cool.
Thank you.
So I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna dip into some
Deep in,
turd
bro.
talk sort of related stuff.
Let's do it.
When you have to rip a fart on stage, what do? Do you just let it fly? Do you wait for like a big laugh moment?
Yeah,
Big-
definitely that.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not gonna hold that. You never know. What
yeah.
What?
That's
I don't
unhealthy.
hold farts. I've never held a fart.
I used to, for a huge chunk of my
When
life.
did you
I
first
held
fart around her?
pretty early on.
Yeah.
By the time
I mean, if
we
you're inviting
met,
someone
by
to
the
your
t-
fucking pool, like what? Jacuzzi, like that's like you
she
got
was
from
the
Big
one.
Lots. Yeah.
She was the one that wouldn't fart
I mean, yeah. That's.
for a,
I
for
don't
a
think I've
long,
heard her fart yet.
long time.
I don't think I've heard
And
her
I
fart
finally
yet.
was
Actually,
just-
no, I've heard her fart in her sleep. That counts.
Oh,
And I tell her, dude.
yeah.
I
Wake
like
her up.
make her
So funny.
I swear to God. I'm like, yo, baby, you fart? Right?
Probably.
I want her to know
Yeah.
that like we got
That's
closer.
funny.
We like skipped this. It's the truth.
I
That's funny.
now just shit with the door wide open.
I do that too.
Yeah, yeah, we're
that's
we're on
good.
that level.
Animals.
That's good. Hey, listen. Look at us, buddy.
Real men.
For sure, dude. But yeah, if that happens, I would let her. The only thing I would like do that's not like which I've tried to not like if I have to burp, it's a little annoying, and I'll try to like cover it. But like a fart is kind of easy to if someone claps or laughs, like you'll just like
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would. If I can wait, I'll try. But I don't want to force the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Have you fart? Did you just fart? Is that what you're asking?
No, but I do have a fart mic here if you feel one.
If I need a fart?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. Not yet. If I do, I will. Trust me. I won't. I wouldn't put
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I wouldn't let it not be used.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I wish you would have had it earlier. I've like farted 3 times.
Shit.
You can't tell me that after.
Damn it.
We've been messing the fart mic up.
I know. I gotta when the guest sits down. I gotta say this is the fart mic.
Please use it.
I like it. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
So far, no one's farted in it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a clean. It is
not surprised. It's like someone took a shit on it, but
Yeah. So you grew up in Miami.
I did.
You had all the culture and the dancing and the BBLs and the cocaine.
Yeah.
And we grew up over here with none of that.
Right.
Like zero of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just an hour and a half away across a alligator swamp.
Literally.
And it's like a completely different fucking world.
A whole other part of the town. Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. I didn't even realize that Naples. I kind of feel dumb saying this, but I didn't realize how Naples was. I thought it was north. I know we were just like close to Tampa. I didn't realize
Yeah.
we were literally on the opposite side of Florida right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow, I feel like that makes more sense because if you go up. Like there's still the same level of things, but like the BBLs turn into like meth ass, you know what I mean? Which is like an ass that's like been deflated.
What's
and
a
it's
meth
like,
ass?
It's like an ass that's been deflated through like the use of meth. So that it's like
Was it originally
there's
a BBL and
It
then
was
it, like-
originally a BBL and they went up there, you know.
Yeah.
But if you go west, it's kind of you just become a healthier person, like you have more money and it's like better. And if you go like south of it, it can, I don't know, because it's the Keys. It becomes like a burnt ass because it's just like it's a little bit
Yeah, it's a leather skin.
leather skin, but
Oh,
over here it's just
man.
like a healthy, nice butt.
Yeah.
It's not even an ass; it's just a butt.
It's a butt.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, and there's not. I don't even know if is there like drugs used here. Weed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be. There's
Yeah.
nothing to do.
The
You kinda
weed
have
Yeah,
to-
thing
exactly.
just happened here.
Oh, really?
Now old people are super into the edibles and
Like
the
Old people?
Dude,
Yeah,
they're
'cause
ripping their pens in public. Like, it's
Oh,
crazy.
now they're feeling the benefits
Oh my god!
because they were
yeah.
against
Yeah.
it. They were
Yeah.
marijuana is a gateway drug, and they were super against
Oh, I
having.
love
It's hilarious.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. And they do mushrooms too.
I don't think so.
Oh, damn.
I think
I don't
I've heard
think so.
more and more of the microdosing in mushrooms, though. Not
That's-
maybe not super elderly, but like the moms and stuff, like for sure.
That's the moms, the cool moms. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah.
The moms here definitely try to be very cool.
I
so.
yeah, no, I noticed that. I noticed that throughout the whole. They're cool though. They're cool people. You guys got cool people here.
Thanks.
Cool old people. Cool people.
Yeah. So waiting for our funerals.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So, have you ever had sex in a strange place?
Have I ever had sex in a strange place? I think the only.
She's laughing.
Have we ever had sex in a strange place? Honestly, we haven't. We should, but
Yeah.
we haven't yet. I think the strangest place. Damn, dude.
I mean, we've been together 6 years, and I think the strangest place we've had sex is just outside,
Where?
just in the grass.
I've had sex at the beach, for instance. I think the beach, but that's such a weird thing when you're doing.
You gotta be careful.
Sand
I was so
involved.
nervous.
be very
I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
I did that like in my first relationship just because I was like, let's fucking do it. And then it's like, when you do that, dude, I remember I learned that my friend did he had sex in a park, like in a park that like was like a creepy park, like well, in like it was like in this place called Hialeah,
Okay,
called
yeah,
an
yeah.
Amelia Park, and he was like, we were in high school, he was like 16, 17, I was like, you did? Oh, that's so fucking cool. Like all of us were like, no fucking way, dude. Really? And then we just thought it was so dope that like when
Yeah.
I got like my first girlfriend that I could say something like that to, I was like, we're gonna fuck at the beach. And then like I was like, and it was the worst. I've never done it again. It's not comfortable. It's not great.
Yeah. I tried it once, never again.
Oh my god.
Never
dude.
again.
It's just
Yep.
it's too many things that could go wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always someone there. There's always
That's,
Yes.
Yeah, where are you going to find a
Yes.
private
homeless
beach?
person or like a guy that just
Park rangers
a
walking by.
ranger.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. You don't want to be there. You
No.
don't wanna be
No,
there.
no.
Or the fish are watching. You don't want to disrupt them.
That's true, yeah.
That's
Disrupting
the-
nature.
You don't want to disrupt it like that.
No.
They've been through enough recently.
So I'm sure you've heard of the Hollywood SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, the writer's strike?
Yeah. Sorry, I fucked that up. But do you think there needs to be a comedian strike?
Oh, for what? Like, what are we striking?
More money, and so AI doesn't steal your likeness and your face and your voice and potentially.
I mean,
Use
if
it
that's
in
at
Netflix.
stake, bro, 100%. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right?
Fuck, dude. I didn't even
No
put that-
brainer.
I didn't think that together. Yeah, 100%. Are you kidding me? No, dude. That whole thing is like, it is kind of scary, like what AI can do. Like, it's
sure.
It's very like, it's impressive to be honest. Like, I have used it like for like
No.
not AI for what is it that
You've
what is
used it?
No, but not like that. Not like for writing, huh?
No.
Oh, ChatGPT, we just use it for like like if I can think of a caption, like I'll give it like, and it actually spits out ideas. But like no, but like what Alec does, like that's virtual reality. That's a little different.
I'm afraid to use it for anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm afraid of it.
I think there's ways that it can be useful, but we just can't let it be like what the fuck they're doing, and like the movie studios that they're saying they're just gonna like hire like a background person and like pay them the $150. Like I've done background work like early in the days, and like it's $150 paycheck per day. And if they just pay you those $150 and then you see yourself in every single scene in the movie or every other scene, it's like, you know, that was like a 10-day thing that you could have made 10 times the money. So it's like, it's messed up that you can just use someone's likeness like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not messed up when you see it in a way that is like just on the internet, or like when they like put Scarlett Johansson's face on like a fucking naked body and sell it like that, or like
Right.
a freaking, you know, it's not the same thing. It's like an actual movie studio that's doing that. It feels a little messed up,
Yeah.
for sure. And if they did it for comedy, like how they're, I don't know how that would work though, because like you can't, comedy's such a thing that you have to be there live. That like whenever,
True.
and there's so many clips that you put up now that like there is a thing that you know that there's an audience watching, that also makes you feel like you're part of the audience when you're there too, watching these specials or watching these clips or whatever.
Yeah.
That still makes it like, it's kind of crazy how comedy can just be, we can get away with anything in the sense that a lot of things obviously affect us, or like it's like, oh, you're gonna get canceled or all this stuff, but even that now is in our favor. Like people that like kind of push the edge a little bit are now like the ones that are even making it that much harder. Like Shane Gillis, for example, that got like let go from SNL for like doing that joke like 2-3 years ago or whatever. Now he's one of the best comedians, absolutely killing it right now, just because he's doing it on his own, and he's like edgy or whatever, but he's still like edgy in the sense that any side could still, no matter if you're right, left, whatever, you
Yeah.
can still appreciate what he's saying and understand it in the sense that you're gonna laugh. So
It's kind of the same with Louis C.K.
that too. Yeah,
He
look
got-
about that.
He was canceled.
He was canceled, and then
he-
look at him now. He just did.
Yep.
He did Madison Square
look,
Garden a
it's a
few
little-
months ago.
a little friend.
Oh shit! Look at that. Oh, so you don't have Coke, but you have bugs in your house. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's why it's called the barn.
I like it. Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
It's,
Fun stuff.
little creatures all in here.
All right.
So, does the voice in your head, does it sound like you, or does it sound like a character?
That'd be great if it sounded like Yuri's bed. That'd be
Yeah.
great. I think. I don't know. You know what? I do kind of think it does sound like that. Like what's going like that. I don't even know what it's saying when it
Yeah.
like. But it's just kind of like it does. It sounds like nonsense, and it's like a Cuban guy that's like just smoked too much. That's like out here just like trying to like, yeah, you got the yeah, what's going on? What are you doing?
So as you're like looking through the fridge, like
Kinda.
yeah, they would.
That's going there all the time. Yeah, I think it's also because I just got so into that character that it's become that even harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it sounds more like him than Carlos. More
That's
like
really funny.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it just kind of sounds like me.
Bill Clinton?
Unfortunately, yeah,
kidding.
yeah, it's changing. I think it just sounds like me.
Okay,
Yeah, it's boring.
that's okay.
Yeah, but I'm always doing accents and stuff all the time.
Always.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's really good.
What,
The voice
yeah.
in my head is just.
It's just you,
It's just me.
a nice Canadian guy.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. What about you? Do you have a voice in your head?
I feel like there's all kinds of people in my head, depending on.
Quite the flag. No, kidding.
Fair.
I like it. Hey,
Fair.
listen, if he hasn't noticed in 6 years, then he's not
Oh,
paying
no.
attention. Okay. That's
I
awesome.
smoke too much weed.
We wave the flag together now or something
I like it.
that. Yeah.
You're just both putting it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely.
So when you pee, do you pull your dick through the zipper hole, or do you undo the whole thing?
Oh,
Do you-
it depends what pants I'm wearing.
Sure.
It does because I do that. I do kind of like do the. I do the whole like you go through the border thing, like you just go through it
You just
and
kinda yank it out.
then yeah, like you like
Through the
yeah,
border.
But yeah, like you pull your underwear and then you just pull your dick out while it's inside of like the zipper.
sometimes you have to piss so bad
Well,
you have a
sometimes you
belt,
gotta
you have
do
a
the
belt or
whole
something,
thing. You
and you're
gotta
like,
do
I don't have time for that.
No, I don't have time for that.
just-
But I enjoy, and I've been doing a lot more recently on doing the whole thing. It makes me feel like I'm having a moment to myself,
Mm-hmm.
even if I'm in a urinal. I'll undo my pants, not like to the point that like it'll go under my butt, but like just like I'll like take.
I was just gonna say, have you seen the guys who
That's
pull it
that's
down?
Absolutely.
But why
ridiculous.
do they do that?
I don't know. They just
They never
there's no
learn-
need for that. No matter how big your dick is,
Because
there's
like
no need.
little kids do that.
That's why I say mature. It's just
Yeah.
like you never learn.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
it's
Okay.
yeah. I think that's the main thing.
they didn't have a father.
I think that's,
Tell them.
I think that's the best way to end this podcast. You didn't have a father. Thank you for watching Turkey.
All right, I got a couple more rapid fire questions.
Okay,
for you.
let's rapid fire it.
If you were to star in a porno, what would the title be?
If I was to star in a porno, what would the title be?
Yeah.
Jumping and swimming.
Mine would
Go
be,
under, yeah. Go underwater, yeah. Jump underwater. I don't know, something stupid. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Have you seen an alien?
Have I seen? Nah, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like my family when they like have like emigrated to this.
Have you
country.
seen an alien?
What are you talking about? Oh, that's dumb. Don't be silly like that. No, I did a video where my friend did through virtual reality, like he like made himself an alien, and I did like a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I saw an alien.
You saw
Yeah.
a virtual reality alien.
Yeah, shout out to Accident Medical Group who sponsored that video. Literally,
okay.
that's not even like a joke.
Literally.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite fruit?
I hate bananas. A lot of people fuck with bananas. I don't like bananas that much. It's not because I know it's controversial because a lot of people,
not the- it's not the
and Cuban
phallic
people
thing?
love bananas thing. It's not the what?
The phallic.
No, I don't even think about that.
Yeah.
I just don't like the like whenever there's bananas around, I'm not eating any of that. Like unless it's like tostones or it's fried or it's like something like that. That's fine. But I don't think I've ever done the whole like undoing a banana. Never have I done that. And if I've done that, it's been like ironically. It's never been real.
Wow.
It's not even me.
Wow.
It does have.
I know, it's very-
If a banana is starting to get mushy, I'm like,
That's why, because I never really. You can't go bad that fast.
it has to be on the perfect day that you eat the banana.
But if it's like when it's the most perfect, it has like if it's a little too not perfect, it's too hard, and then it's like too soft, and it's you
and
can
then
never.
there's the strings, the
is
strings on the
disgusting.
side. Yeah,
Ugh, dude, they got overalls.
I'm
That
with you,
shit,
but I
it's
eat
not-
the shit out of bananas.
I'm sure.
But I have my problems.
Everybody
with it.
does. Everybody does.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yeah. Do you play any instruments?
No, I did play the tuba in 6th grade for a year.
Cool.
That's
It counts?
the nerdiest instrument.
It
I
is
ever
actually
played.
the nerdiest instrument.
I think so. Fully, like I had to carry the whole thing.
It's
It
a big
was
one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They always give that to the fat kid. It's all good.
They do. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
And then you sound like that when you walk.
I know.
Like that sound.
Yeah, that's not nice.
It's not cool. It's not cool. The band teachers are just fucking us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather live in space or underwater?
Space.
Space.
Yeah, underwater is too scary. It's scarier than space and thing.
You think so?
Yeah, because there's things underwater that like you know are there, and then you can go even more under, and you're still. I don't know. I don't think you can It's like the whole you got to swim different. Over there, you can like float. I feel like floating is cooler than like being under and like swimming. It's like you gotta. I don't know.
I guess either
work
way,
out that
if the thing that you're in, the seal breaks, you're fucked.
you're
Either
fucked
way.
either way.
Yeah.
But like it's
Or what?
how uncomfortable is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Plus, the new Little Mermaid sucked. No, I'm kidding. I'm just like I'm kidding.
Would you rather be able to speed up time or be able to stop time?
Stop time. Always. What? Speed up time. For what reason would you speed up time? Like for things to go faster?
Yeah.
While you're waiting for a download? Like it's the only reason I would ever speed up
It's
time.
a pretty terrible superpower. But
No, that's horrible. I enjoy when I enjoy my time. No, I would rather stop time and like so that whenever people that get there on time, I can just and get there late without anybody complaining and be like, I was here early. You know, that's what I would use my time.
Smart.
Yeah.
Do you think you could teach us a couple of Hispanic phrases? She's 100 days into Duolingo.
Oh shit. Okay. And we'll end with this one.
Yeah, I'm not great. I'm not great with my Spanish, but I want you to teach me something that I can use.
What are
like,
you
in
trying to
everyday-
do?
Just like stuff like "come on" or like
Come on.
just like things
What?
that you
That's
wouldn't
why you wanna learn?
that you wouldn't get on Duolingo. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like everyday sort of.
Okay, let's say you wanted to like go and ask her for like
Sex.
yeah, let's say you're gonna do it very discreetly. Okay, you're gonna be like, "Mami, ven pa' acá y chúmame la pinga esta." You're gonna say that. Mami,
Mami,
ven
ven,
pa'
pa,
acá
ca,
y
y
chúpame
chúpame
la
la
pinga.
pinga. See, I already forgot it.
That means, babe, you look beautiful. Come to bed.
That's nice. That's very poetic.
Oh.
That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah. So, mami.
Do people say that all the time?
Yeah, I
Like,
say that often.
that's a common phrase.
Yeah. You should
Okay,
use it.
okay.
Yeah. It's good.
I'm gonna lock that in.
You should use that at the DMV.
I'm gonna use that on you
can
later.
use it on you. You should. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's all I'm gonna teach you. I'm kidding.
That's all
That's
I'll
as
ever
good as
need.
come on.
That's all I'll ever need.
Yeah. Let me think of another one. What's a good one? Dale.
Dale.
No, you know what dale means.
What's dale?
Dale. Dale just means like that means come on.
Perfect.
Dale means come on. Let's go.
Orale.
Orale is like dale but in Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like
Dale.
orale means dale. Dale is Cuban. Orale is Mexican.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And now you know.
Dale.
Look at that.
I'm gonna use it.
I mean, if you haven't been using dale,
I know.
well, now you're allowed.
Thank you.
You're blessed. Dale.
Thank you.
Orale.
Oh shit. Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
coming
bro.
on.
Thank
Of
you.
course,
It's
I
been
got
a
you
lot
guys.
of fun.
Thank you guys.
So
for
much
coming,
fun.
bro. For
Thank you
real.
for coming over.
Thank you, dude. You guys really have something dope coming over. And
Thank you.
dope coming over? No, you guys have really something dope going on here. Look at that. Do you have any English you can teach me? Okay. Thank you, though. For real.
Thank you,
No,
man.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
See you guys. This was sponsored by Memorial Funeral Home. This is an inside joke because I didn't even talk about that.